Hello and welcome everyone, Heart here with part 41 of my Dol Guldur Let's Play, Third Age Total War and Divide and Conquer 3.0. We continue where we left things off last time. Thank you once again for your comments, advice, tactics and suggestions. They're all greatly appreciated, do keep them coming. Also, big thanks to everyone that is leaving city and town, settlement, location name suggestions as well. One thing I would ask, if possible, if you could provide the translation for the Elvish, Orcish or Black speech, whatever language you are suggesting that I rename settlements, just because it adds a bit more flavour if I know what, Uruk-Bazad means or something like that. Whatever Uruk-Bazad means. I've just made that up in my brain, but perhaps that would mean Land of the Uruks or something like that. I know there was a good suggestion for Dale, which the translation was Dwarven Shadow, because obviously Dale is in the shadow of Erebor, so do keep that stuff coming. I will add in the next round of settlement name suggestions from you guys from the last couple of comment sections. Next episode, part 42. But yes, absolutely loving them. Do keep them coming. And if you can provide a translation just so that I know what it's about, that would be awesome too. So, picking things up where we left them last time, we were going to pull our force back from this fort, because originally I thought I might be able to deal with this Dalian army, but with the cavalry in there, I'm not so sure. I don't want to risk it, because then that will really cripple my pushing power over here in the east. So I'm going to pull back until I can get my reinforcements over. Just in case Dale gives chase, though, I'm going to throw those guys over here, recruiting everything we can possibly muster at the moment. And I was sending a spy, wasn't I? Was I sending a spy? Yes, I was, down to see what's going on with Gondor and Mordor. One, two of you saying, like, why don't you march down there and take some land? Thing is, we only need another 14 regions to reach victory. I'm not looking to extend this campaign past that, because I think after a while, the steamroll effect and everything else, it'd be better to take a look at a new faction. So I'm just aiming for the pure victory condition objectives. So we need 14 more regions, which we should be able to get by taking out Dale and then turning on Erebor. That's my plan for the rest of the series. As to what will follow on from this, depending when other series end, it'll either be Third Age that directly replaces this series, or it'll be Shogun 2, but fear not, there will be more Third Age series once something else then finishes. As to which faction I'll play, I'll probably choose 3 or 4 factions and have you guys vote on it. I'm leaning towards doing a good faction, and that's with air quotes around it, because obviously you can play good factions, or what would be classed as good factions, however you want in a Total War game, as it's a sandbox, and yeah, you can decide to be evil and ruthless if you want to be. But yeah, seeing as we've done a evil or bad faction with Dol Guldur, I might look to do a good faction, but I'll still potentially consider some bad factions as well. But yeah, more on that closer to the end of the series. I think we actually moved everything. I just had to spend my money, if I'm not mistaken. So let's get around to doing that. Let's just go through. You can actually get a port. Roads as well. Really should be getting roads. Carpenter's Hut, though, they're going to be a staple just going on through. Just check some of these smaller ones up here. What's your corruption like? Yeah, sure. I say corruption. It's your culture, actually, isn't it? What is your culture? Very corrupt. Oh, lovely. And you guys are also saying, don't just leave these guys super abandoned up here, because otherwise you're going to regret it. Once I have money to recruit more units, I will put them over there. Again, we want to be a little bit careful with how much we're spending at the moment. But if we keep taking more settlements, all should be well. So, let's end the turn. See what Rohan do, because we are finally moving towards that fording point. I'm hoping we can have a clash with Theoden at long last today, but we shall see. Meanwhile, we're giving Dale the chase off to the east. Once again, Erebor and Gundabad trading blows, although it looks like Erebor might be pushing. The thing is, I kind of feel like they've just been fighting over that Witherboard territory for quite some time. And it's just been changing hands constantly. But then again, I'm not seeing a huge amount of Orcs Gundabad resistance. You see, they are starting to pull some units back. They had mustered a reasonable force. They are bringing up that army. As long as they can keep on throwing units at Erebor and keeping them busy, that's great. I am all for that. Osgiliath under attack once again. And that army is still there, which is great, because I'm going to take out that one in a battle, and then take out Grassguard's garrison as well. So we're going to have a couple of battles at Dale, which will be good. We've got the drill square at Dol Guldur, and the grain exchange, good. Order is the most advanced faction, that's fine. So it's Theoden still here, he is still here. Keep moving you guys over there. Ormarath, yeah, we're going to rush down to that bridge. I mean, Theoden, yeah, he might move over here. He can't reach, though. So, can we get some oh-so-tasty... Castellans of Dol Guldur! Straight in. One or two of you are saying, why aren't you putting the Uruk bodyguard in? Because aren't they a good unit? Well, they are, but there's only 78 of them. And their recruitment cost is... Well, I mean, it's 1,000. It's not the highest out there. But for 78 of them, yes, their stats are all right. But you just they just spawn out generals for you, so I'm not too bothered about getting more generals. I'd rather, you know, just I mean, look at the Uruk Slayers attack wise. Okay, they don't quite have the armor, but I'd rather go for 178 rather than just 78 in my armies. Yes, maybe I could get a couple more bodyguard units to help sort of space out things, but still, yeah, right, we can recruit a load of them there. Gotta be careful though, because otherwise I am going to cripple myself a little bit income-wise. But yeah, you guys saying if Erebor do get smashed by Thunderbad, they might look to quickly march south on me. So we might want to get ready to deal with that. So just chuck a couple of units in there. What happened? That army's actually pulled back that way because Run is marching on in. God damn it. Okay. Right, you guys straight back to the fort, because if Run, they might go and attack it. Otherwise, bring those guys over. Don't want to lose out on that settlement to Run. I mean, if they do take it, then we'll definitely push on that one. That'll be the border. But obviously, we do want territory. Run might go on in there. Dragon Guard. That's pretty cool. Yeah, I might have just missed out on that settlement now, but we'll see. Have they taken this settlement from them? Oh no, Dale have a settlement here. So there's a chance they might lose out on it. Okay, we can always march across to that. Cool, 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 cool. Right, let's just make sure all of our other moves are done. I think they are. Drop in a quick little save, and then we will fight that battle. Haha. Oh, no. No sleeping here. Ah, so Kamul can... Okay, we can get you guys doing that, and then Kamul can hunt them down. Well, actually, let's just see. Are they far enough away to not come on in? If not, we can break off and we can attack that army. We can just do a night attack and stop them coming on in. On the city. Guess we might as well do that then. That army will then retreat. We'll do a night attack. Do you want to come on that one in battle? I don't want it just coming in randomly and then having the AI screw it up. So in we go. We've already got 3 rams, I think it was, I built up last turn. Right. Under cover of night, we strike. So you want to blast down a hole in their wall. We are going to want to shift the rams off my maulers. Yes, they're good shock troops going through, but because we'll probably be under fire, we want to give the rams to my shielded Mirkwood bullocks. Oh, of course, we've got the catapults, haven't we? Even better. Don't know what the range is like on their towers. Actually, yeah, it's probably best to have you guys not on fire at will. But yeah, we can just blast down the walls. Still, we'll have the rams ready, just in case. And you guys, I can't quite see their start battle signs in my way. Is that all my archers? No, those guys. There we go. There we go. Then remaining infantry, which is mainly my shock troop maulers. In fact, it is all maulers and what have you. You guys go here. Got Kamal and cavalry. I think we'll aim to go in from the flanks. And Shadow Guard, yeah, you chill here. I think that's everyone covered, isn't it? What they got in there? Yeah, that's fine. Oh, they might even sally on out. Okay. Are they coming out with everyone or just a few? The Gadrorts and the Rivermen. Quickly, to the river! Oh, leg. Okay, drop ram. Taking a lot of damage, but still. March forward with a couple of troops just to defend my missile troops.
The battle is very much in our favor. Victory will be ours.
They're probably not making the most effective use of my catapults, but it's just fun to set things on fire, you know? Right, they're all coming on out right now. Let's focus on them at the gate. No mercy. And my cavalry on up. Yeah, they're moving out their light cav. Drop that ram. Move on in. Now fire on the Royal Guardians. Bring the cavalry on round. We're holding pretty well. Bring you guys up in the center. Oh, yeah. Earn them all. Okay, no, don't get in against those guys. Cavalry, pull back. Oh, a fine hit right into the cav. Turn back round to the light cav. Sending more of them in. God, it's just slaughter. This is what you want. Beautiful. Yeah, I mean, it looks really cool just how we're wrecking the walls there. I love it. Keep going after the Dale Light Cavalry. Infantry. Push on them. So those guys are surely down now. This is great. 4% lost. Storm on through now. Oh, it's so cool. They've got the gate. They can't get in. Archers rush on forward. Cavalry slaughter these guys at the gates. After the woodsman. Yes, great. Go off the cavalry. Cut down those woodsmen. The archers are now moving into the positions I told them to. Nearly taking out the guardsmen.
They all must die.
March forward. Cut down the rangers. Any inviting? Yeah, we've got loads. We've still got quite a few back here in the settlement. That is fine. How's that cavalry coming down? Nicely. General's nearly down. Send you guys around this way because we're going to flank on around with those guys. This pocket of troops will send around the left. Hack down the last of them. Forward, Shadow Guard, forward. The Maulers hew their way through for a bit. There we go. Guardsman General down. Beautiful. Cavalry. Oh, I love it. Watching them flee with the Maulers just charging down the main street. That's awesome. And my infantry around. Again, 8% to their 61. Nice. We'll be sending Kamal all the way around. Because the infantry that's marching is going to go in from the side. Keep on going. Infantry, dive on in. Form up here, get ready to deal with the unit that's coming on in. They lost their prince. Kamal. Strike the barding marksman. Looks like they've seen you coming. Charge, Shadow Knights, charge. Centers kept busy. Archers are nearly out of ammo here. Volley! It's all fine. Oh, cavalry. Oh, absolute slaughter through them. They got a good charge. They've got Daly and Billman.
They have lost half their men.
Pull cavalry back, come in for another charge. Once we break this cavalry, though, we'll be able to terrorize their flank, but looks like their center's folding as well. Gadrots are holding. The Shadow Guard and Mauler combo advances. Hew, hew, hew. Just keep hewing, just keep hewing. One more scream of the Nazgul. Cavalry's down. In we go. They are deploying spears. Should be able to thunder on through for our targets. Okay, they're all wavering. Out we go again, guys. Come back in for another charge. We're up to 9%. And get away with just 10% losses. That would be grand. Charge stopped a little bit abruptly. Didn't quite get what we wanted. Send him back, pull in another charge. For now, the main thing is I want to get this cavalry over here so that we can send it into the rear of these guys and break them. So give them the attack order now. Wait for them all to pull back properly this time, then give another charge. Should be enough to finish them. There we go. And still no lancers down. Still not enough of a run up, clearly. Pull him out this way and pull him in for another charge. Pull these guys back. Run them back on in. No, 11%. My target of 10. It's ruined. I'll have to fudge the reports again at accounting, Jeffrey. Charge back on in. Probably because they're tired, I imagine. They're not getting the full run up. Still charging into the rear. Their flanks exposed. They're not going to last much longer. There we go. Alright, I think we can 6 times speed it now. 12%. Okay. Going to be over
Our men are in
shortly.
command of the city.
Now in command of the city. Another charge. They're just all fighting to the end. Leave it on that. One last charge. This should be enough to break them. There we go. Lost 673. That is fine. He got the most kills for us today. 265 Kamal's Shadow Knights. 205 for the other Shadow Knights unit. Pretty darn good. Uruk's 181. 186 for more Uruks. 122. Maulers. Good, good. Good stuff, guys. Well fought. Good, fine slaughter. Hopefully we load back the campaign map fine. Any moment. When it please you. There we go. And executor. Now we won't be stuck by the settlement, which means that we can chase those guys down. And quick save. Don't lose any progress on that battle. Good. Right, what have we got in here? First off, get that grain exchange in there. Repair the walls. Actually, repair. We don't have enough money then, do we? Damn it. What did we also damage? The smoking... Not the smoking house. Let's check. Everything here is something we can actually utilize.
No sleeping here.
A strike. Start the battle. So many archers. Massive archer line. Infantry. And spread them to cover all of the archers. Good. Then Mauler units as shock troops on the flanks. 2 on one side, 3 on the other, because we'll pop the Warg Riders over on the left. Castellans, have you in the center, and we'll have you guys just chuck that there, and then we'll pull you guys back. They're marching. I must say, they got some decent troops in here from their roster, from their pool. But it is not enough. Forces of Dale will be destroyed. Kamal waits eagerly, ready to strike, but he will not be needed this day. He's already tasted man flesh in his siege last night. Okay, Billmen have set up, so we need to take our whole force forward. That's fine. A little bit annoying we don't get to use the stakes, but hey ho. 6 times speed. We only need to get within enough range so that these guys can fire. Shadow Rangers, really. So that's probably a little bit of overkill. But we'll get the job done. And start firing arrows. Get into position, archers. Begin A volley. Boom. Yeah, they're not hanging about. Let's send in a host unit. Just to block them off. If they make it to us. They are taking some pretty heavy casualties. You guys into position nicely. They're marching forward now with their billmen. Have my front line all move forward. And wargs go. Front line is in position.
If we continue like this, we will smash the enemy.
Wargs, pull back and we'll send you in again. Yeah, there's no game quite does archer volleys like Total War. There's something of the massed volley twang that just... Ooh. You guys got caught out. That's fine though.
If we continue like this, we will smash the enemy.
Let's take up hunting.
There's the charge. Slaughter Dale. Left the wogs in a little bit too long. Sounds like a cooking program. Have you left your wogs in the oven too long? But don't worry, they can still be saved. Give them a fresh coating of olive oil and pop them back in at a lower temperature, and they'll be fine. Cooking Heart X10. Coming to a YouTube channel near you.
Only half the enemy force remains.
There we go. These guys are just broken. Cue them all. Archers! Most of them are in full retreat. There's a few that are still holding. Yeah, Dale's infantry is pretty resistant against Warg charges. Oh, sellswords, there's their captain down. Nice. Yeah, against sellswords, we're very effective. %. There we go. Wait for the Wargs just to sweep them aside. 90%. We can get them to 97, I believe it is. Then that's the magic number for wiping the army out. But I don't think we'll be able to catch enough of them. At least chase these guys down. 11% again. 95%. Not bad. Pretty close. And there's only 4 of them there, and the other forces, ooh, 20. Try and go for that. Leave it on 6 times, see if my Wargs can get that far. I don't think they will. They're going to be pretty tired. I think they're going to make it off the map. Yes, they have. 97, though. We done it. Boom. Should see them off. 553. And if you can hear a loud kind of roaring noise in the background when I'm speaking at the moment, that is because there is a red arrow flight display going on outside my window, because there is the local Goodwood Festival of Speed going on near where I live right now. Actually, I've got a wonderful view from here. Who needs to pay a ticket? Yeah, they do a couple of flyby aerial displays. I think once or twice a day for the next couple of days, on over the weekend as well. It's a good event though. I used to work at them actually as like a background extra. I'm trying to say extra and actor at the same time. I worked as a background extra actor. Because they also do like a 1940s to 1960s, 70s period sort of event in September as well, called the Goodwood Revival. Used to take part in those too. Good fun. Met Ewan McGregor at one of those. Briefly said hello and shook his hand. Never washed that hand again. Right, Adunafel. We could merge them up. I think we can keep on pushing. The losses, we didn't take too many, and their settlements over here are pretty exposed and weakened. I would love to keep on pushing here with Kamal, but oh, actually, we can just do that. Cool. Yeah, we should leave something behind though. I guess we'll just go for a big old merge here, and then see what's left looking weak. You guys, basically. It's not ideal, but it's gonna have to do.
Get ready for fighting.
So that we can keep on pushing. Probably best to keep the armies together, or near one another at least. Oh yeah, now we've got enough money to chuck that in there. We've got those guys coming on in. Chuck a save actually after that battle too. You guys are going here. We've all moved you lot. Right, let's try and get through an end turn phase unless Rohan attacks us, and then we'll wrap things up for today. Of course, yes, my spy going down to see what's happening with Gondor and Mordor. So yeah, well, I'm not planning on conquering down there. We will send the spy so we can have a little looky, and at the end of the Let's Play, when we reach our objectives, I will toggle the Fog of War off so that we can see what's going on. I used to do that every like 10 parts in my campaigns, but I found that sometimes that tended to make the save games a little bit more unstable by constantly kind of toggling the Fog of War on and off. I don't know if it was maybe like or like a placebo effect and there were just other issues that were causing the crashes, but to me it always seemed that it happened more in series where I kept revealing the Fog of War every so often. So I just don't do it now. Plus, I also feel it's kind of cheating a little bit, because then you obviously get to see what's going on with your enemies. It is a nice feature I appreciate for you guys as viewers, but yeah, I don't want to risk it. Okay, Gundabad again. They're just sort of ending up just picking off their units, fighting around that settlement. Why? No, don't pull the army back, Gundabad. I mean, you're probably at war with other people. I should really check, but still. No, keep the army there. You need it. Because Erebor will keep on striking back. Right, back to number 1 production again. Most advanced faction. Yeah, recruitment reports are all going. Right, well, we'll pick things up from here next time. Okay, Theoden hasn't moved. Looks like I can get in there, maybe attack him, but then he'll probably pull back, and he's got enough forces around there. Ah, well, we can slaughter those guys, probably just with a straight-up order resolve, I would imagine, and then we can push on Rochbo. We're going to take it this time, hold on to it, and we'll do the same with that one. If the Snow Orcs... Oh, no, the Snow Orcs have still actually got it. Ha! They're just wandering through the territory. Cool. Yeah, but no, we'll take that, and we'll probably just take a few settlements from Rohan as well. Go towards our total. But yeah, that's where we'll wrap things up next time. I think we'll probably keep you our side of the river, see if we can draw them. Unless we move in here, actually, and try and ambush them. That could be fun. I think that's what we'll try and do. So we'll move that army into the woods, try and set up a nice ambush for Rohan at the start of the next episode. So until then, I hope you guys have enjoyed. Have a great weekend. Until the next one, don't forget to comment, rate, and subscribe. Follow me on Facebook and Twitter, take pride on the Legion. Check out my affiliates and sponsors, Games Planet, Overclockers UK, and QT. Till the next one, ciao for now.